Alright, today we'll give you guys a detailed look at this Iron Man 3 figure, and this is Gamma, Iron Man Mark 26 from Hot Toys, and this is a Sideshow exclusive, so let's take a look at the figure and the accessories. So here's Gamma outside of packaging, and initially when I first saw the promo pics of this guy, he looks a bit more shiny than how it came out. I was expecting a little more metallic green than what we get in the final production run, and it's still nice, but it's not as metallic as I was hoping for. And this is basically a repaint of Striker. I believe the name of that armor is Striker, and this is exactly the same. It doesn't come with any accessories other than those that are already attached to him. Comes with a circular base like every other Iron Man, and that's about it. And this is how he looks from the front. And here's a side view of him. And one thing I don't like, these feet, they are kind of small, so if you aren't careful, he might topple over if you aren't careful with how you pose them. And here's the back side of him. I do like these. The calf muscle here. You can see there are some stuff in here, which is nice. Some pistons and stuff. And there's the back of it. And these two panels back here can open up, which is kind of neat. And these power driver arms are removable. And here you can see the inside, there are two hooks right here, and then the arm, there are two slots right there. You just hook them on there. And if you remove those power driver accessories, you will notice that his arms are a little bit too short, which is disappointing. It would have been nice if they are actual size proportionally to his body, because that way you could have the option of taking these off while have him pose without these power drivers on. And here's the gimmick. You could press this down and it clamps on, and then there's a button on top right here, and then once you press it, this thing should come back out. It's spring loaded. And as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, but it is somewhat limited by the shape of its head, basically the bottom of it. And this is how far up he could look, so it is quite limited. And then there's a ball hinge shoulder, and then there's a bicep, there's a swivel joint, and then hinge elbows, but that's also limited because of this power driver piece. Actually it is, but it's quite good actually. He can still do about 90 degrees, so yeah. And then chest, there's a ball joint in the waist. You could actually pull up a little bit to give him a little more range. And once you pull this up, and let me see if I could maneuver him a little bit. Here you can see he could lean forward about that much, and he could arch back as well, about that much. And the legs can be lowered, but not a whole lot, about that much. And then it is on a ball jointed hips. And then there's a swivel joint for the thigh, and then double jointed knees. And the hips could give you almost about 90 degrees. And then as for the knees, way over 90 degrees. And the ankles are on a ball joint. And as for the lights, I'm just gonna show it off using Striker. Top of his helmet, there's the battery compartment and the light switch. And then with the forearm, which is right here, I took the compartment off so you guys can see the batteries and the switch. And then for his chest, it's basically back here on a switch and the battery compartment. And on his face, you can see there are other lights, other sections that are shining through. Kind of neat. The cheek and the ears, they do light up as well. And here's a side-by-side comparison with his twin brother, Striker. Gamma, it's green. It's got a lot more green than what Striker has as far as the secondary color. Striker only has yellow, but only on certain places. Here you can see Gamma has a lot of green, and Striker barely. So got the power driver arms, shoulder pads, a little bit over the bicep, and then the backside. That's about it as far as yellow is concerned. It would have been nice if Striker had a bit more yellow to him. I wouldn't mind having a lot of yellow like Gamma has, a lot of green. That would have been nice. Yeah, and Gamma, it's you can still see, you can see it is a metallic green paint on Gamma, but it's not as impressive as I was hoping for. And for either Striker or Gamma, whichever one you have, if you want him to stand on this base, then you're gonna have to bend this wire like that in order for him to stand properly. Otherwise, he'll be flying, floating. And here's a closer look at him. Notice I didn't show you guys a close-up shot of him during the video, so at the end here I'm just going to show you guys a closer look and to tell you whether this thing is worth getting. In my opinion, if you have Striker, this is not really necessary unless you're a completist where you want to buy every single armor from Iron Man. Yeah, so one or the other. I would imagine people would either pick this one or Striker. Personally, I think I like Striker a little bit more because of the yellow. I do like that yellow more than I like this green. But this guy is a bit more metallic, and some people might like this green a little bit more. And as far as the armor, this is not your traditional Iron Man armor. The design of it is nice, and color scheme is definitely different than your traditional red and gold paint. And here's one last look at the Gamma. So there you go. There's the Hot Toys Gamma. Thanks for watching.